Right, it's match 29. All I have to say is India just broke England. I think they India just broke their spirit. India broke England. It's like Bane from the Batman comics and The Dark Knight Rises. It's like Bane breaking Batman's back. This was before the tournament began. I looked forward to this match. I was trying to get tickets for this match. I thought England was one team that's going to give India a hard time. Like, I wanted to see Mark Wood bowl these beamers against, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, and Kohli, and I wanted to see what would happen. But like, such a disappointment England has been so far, right? And I was actually very confident, especially after the Ashes. I thought they would they would beat India. That's what I thought. But wow, when I saw the team crumbling, I was excited to see how India would fight back. And lo and behold, they did it. They did it with a ball. Right? It was a low scoring match, but the bowling unit just fired when they were supposed to. The match felt like India was like airtight from all sides. As they say, bowlers win tournaments, and the bowlers are doing it. Like, I think India is going to win this World Cup without losing a match. I think so. I'm hearing a couple of analysts, pretty reliable ones. They're saying this, so it's borrowed statement. I'm not making this prediction myself because I don't make predictions. I do believe these. I do trust these statisticians, and these analysts, and they're saying that India might actually win this World Cup without losing a match. That's going to be something, right? Yeah, that's going to be something, and we want to see that. We want to see that. Um, I was watching this team huddle between the innings, and I recalled England test and how Kohli was like fired up for, and he said something like, for 60 overs they should feel hell out there. I bet that spirit that Kohli, made sure that the team got the memo that day in the test. That spirit just continued to this match, and they did the same thing. Like, they just didn't let them get away, right? So yeah, so let's look at the top 10 moments. Like, I have 10. It's very short, very quick. I'm just trying new formats everywhere, but these are my top 10 moments. Let's go. 10, dew. There was heavy dew somehow, and we were expecting to get a different type of innings, and it was totally in favor of England. Unlike any matches through the tournaments, you could see, them just clearing up the dew during the break. I did not see that in any of the matches. Those tires that they showed for the bot that carries the camera, completely wet. So there was dew, and it was advantage England, but didn't work. Number 9, I think Wokes and Wiley, they had this perfect spell, right? They got Wokes got what? Gill, Iyer, and Wiley got Kohli, right? The pitch seemed like hard to bat, and but at the same time, you can't take that, take the points away from the bowling team who actually put in the effort, and that spell looked really good, and they were almost choking the Indian batting order at that time. But yeah, that's number 9. Number 8, England's opening pair. The openers seemed like they were getting a good start, but Bumrah, struck, and not once but twice. And there's so much resting on the openers. I do miss, Joss Butler opening the innings along with Johnny Bairstow. But I think David Milan is doing like a really good job. But at this point, I wish he had a partner like Jason Roy. Jason Roy, I don't know. I mean, I love Harry Brook, but I don't understand the equation. Like, why would you leave out an experienced batter, and what he did in the semis last year, and bring in a new kid? Should have kept the new kid for maybe somebody else's expense. Like, I don't see, like, I mean, I don't know. But still, Jason Roy was missing. If he was in the team, would have been better. But yes, the opening pair is struggling big time. We'll come back to those Bumrah's wickets. But number 7. Indian middle order is getting into shape. Like they survived a little shakily, but they did survive. And the way KL and Rohit stayed for a while, that was just what our country needed. I think they're realizing how to, how to combat these situations, and it's great. I've never seen Rohit actually play a slow innings, for a very long time, right? They built very decent partnership. The scoreboard was moving very slowly, but that was fine. And Kale's dismissal was unfortunate, but got the job done. Shreyas Iyer again, he gets another short ball. And what do you have to say about that? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe Ishan Kishan should be given a shot, but I don't know. Shreyas Iyer is a very good batsman, but just give Ishan Kishan a start. Like, and he did score a double century. He looks hungry. Who knows? But anyway, number six is Sky. Like that, Sky helps. He joins in the play, adds some valuable runs, and he survives till the 47th over and just falls short of a half century, a very close one. It was a very different innings from Sky. He played a very measured inning, so that's great. He realized that this is ODIs, I guess, or maybe he just gets impatient, right? Like because he's so used to playing T20, maybe he gets impatient. But I'm so glad that Sky is playing such a great innings, and you could see, in the last match he was run out, and at one point he avoided a double run when Rohit called for a second, and Rohit's reaction was saying, actually, we could have made that one, but Sky was not taking any chances. And that's good. That's fine. Next, number five, the English collapse. This takes us to like new heights. I mean, I know everyone's complaining, but man, like if your top guy, Root, and the sledgehammer, Johnny Bairstow, are dismissed like that, I mean, you can watch the clips. You can't expect the rest of the team to do well. And I think the entire world admires this English style of batting, this whole attacking style, but it's just not working for them this World Cup, is it? Even the captain, like captain is one of the biggest hitters in the world, is one of the best white ball players. To see him, nervous on the field like that, and yeah, I don't even want to go there. But I hope like England actually captures a few wins, and I don't think they'll make it to the top four, but so, at least I hope they get a decent exit from the World. So, number four, Bumrah's back-to-back wickets, right? Malan's dismissal was a classic, but Joe Root's dismissal created some talking points for everyone. I think most people with, common sense are clear that it was not from the bat. If you watch the replay, the spike was not coming, but the ball was passing through the bat, right? And but the exciting part was him having a second slip. So when Bumrah comes in and bowls into him, he'd be forced to play on the back foot, and that's precisely what happened, right? Root just looks flummoxed with that footwork, and he's known for his footwork. And Bumrah was just he just trapped him, and he was just so brilliant. So yeah. So number three, there's nothing to say but that turn from Kuldeep Yadav, right? And I mean, just look at that. Like just, that Livingston ball could have been a wicket, and they didn't review it. First thing I saw Rohit and Kuldeep exchanging in sign language, I guess, but no one was interested in examining that. But Livingston just got away with it, but not for too long. I mean, he gets that wicket again. He gets that wicket eventually, but he probably scored what 10 more runs, and again, Kuldeep was the one who took him out with a peach of a delivery, and that's it. Number two, I think just the whole Indian team dynamics is just coming together, and they're playing such fantastic cricket. Like I was talking about this as well. Like they just broke England. This was humiliation for England, right? The I thought I'm going to see the England that I saw during the Ashes, but no, this was quite the opposite. So I just love how that even though there was a bit of a collapse in between, while losing wickets, they somehow are finding ways to just complement each other and just even it out. And that's what the best part is. Like it's the 29th match. We're just like we're just beyond the halfway point right now, and it's a good sign. But I do wish, players like Shreyas would just come in and start tonking very soon. But nevertheless, I think India as a team is just looking absolutely great, right? And that's number two. What can be rated, above the whole team itself? It has to be just this one moment, actually one bowler, that's Mohammad Shami, who is just delivering constantly, so constantly. How did we miss out on this guy in the first three matches? I know I've said this enough, I'm going to stop, but it's the last time. That um that Ben Stokes dismissal specifically, right? The build up to the wicket felt like I was watching a test match. There were at least 13 balls, 13 dot balls before the dismissal actually happened. And you could see Ben Stokes was getting impatient. And he's not the kind of guy who would slow down. He would just hit you like with a quick couple of, ones, over the fielders, and then put the pressure back on the bowler. But in this case, he got a little impatient. But Shami had different plans for him. But yeah, I mean, it's it was also very disappointing in a way to see that kind of a dismissal, that too with one of the greatest white ball players that ever walked on this earth, right? And but it was the worst shot selection, right? It did feel like that. Like when you're chasing 230 runs, very low total, and you're probably like one of those reliable batsmen who is right there in the middle right now. You don't want to take like that many risks. It's just 13 balls. Like he could have just waited a little longer to see if something else happened. But yes, I was really looking forward to Ben Stokes, and the Indian team. Like I was really hoping for a knife fight. Like, but in this case it just didn't happen. Like the same with Bairstow. Like again, Shami just nailed that ball, right? And like just look at the way Shami set up Ben Stokes. He comes in staying so close. I think he just took advantage of Stokes' impatience, and I kind of saw it coming. I just knew that he was setting it up. He comes in charging. Tension was palpable. All Stokes had to do was survive the storm. But I think Ian Morgan said he was trying to get the ball on the outfield so it could absorb the moisture, and hopefully then it would stop moving much. But it was too late. He goes on to pick, more wickets. Besto, Mo Ali, Rashid. He was just breathing fire. Every ball today, by Mohammad Shami was an event. Like it's cannot wait to see him again in tests. I hope they don't keep him out of any more matches because he's in peak form right now. I mean, how dare you, first of all? But yeah, English team obviously is not having a great tournament, and I love a bit of misery over this English arrogance. So it's good to have this. Like it's I think Michael Vaughan or someone said it right. Like if you can give it, you should also learn, or be okay to take it from someone else. Something like that's happening, and I really wanted some action from the English side, especially after them winning the T20 World Cup. But that's that. And now, suddenly, the conversation is pivoting into a side quest where only the top seven teams will qualify for the Champions Trophy, eighth team being the host themselves, that's Pakistan. But I don't think we're gonna see West Indies or England this year at the Champions Trophy. Um, Sad, but that's that. So that's it for today.